That's right. This is the Mississippi King welcoming y'all back to my next LP. Let's play Mega Man 10, the most recent Mega Man game, until Mega Man 11 comes out. I'm home!
Here you are, Roll. Are you okay?
I don't know, I think I have a fever. Oh no, Roll!
I think Roll has come down with Robo-Enzo. From what I can tell, the virus only affects robots. You all need to be careful. XX. A new robot illness, Robo-Enzo, has begun to spread rapidly around the world, causing robots to malfunction. Many humans find it impossible to complete even simple tasks without their robot helpers. And without robot assistance, no one can develop a proper cure. A month following the outbreak, the situation worsens. The infected robots turn violent and attempt to take over the world.
Help!
One of those infected robots went crazy and attacked me. I've spent the last few days studying this Robo-Enzo. But even my genius was unable to find a cure. So I built a machine that would help me discover the key to developing a cure. But it was stolen by one of those robots. I beg you. You have to help me get my medicine-making machine back.
I suppose if we want to stop this Robo-Enzo, we'll have to help you.
Leave it to me. I'll stop those robots. I'll find Dr. Wily's medicine-making machine, and then we can cure Roll and all the other robots. Proto Man!
I don't think you'll be able to do this alone.
I'd appreciate any help, Proto Man. Let's do this! And now, we've come to the most recent game. And fun fact, Bass actually doesn't show up on the title screen if you haven't unlocked him or purchased him. This is the Legacy Collection version, but in an extra video I will be showing off the original version. But still, this is... it's still in 8 bits for some reason. Okay. This was released in 2010, but this time we actually get a character select between Mega Man, Proto Man, or Bass. Which difficulty am I playing on? We're gonna be playing on hard mode. But here are our newer 8 Robot Masters. We have Blade Man, Chill Man, Nitro Man, Strike Man, Pump Man, Commando Man, Sheep Man, and Solar Man. So I'm actually going to be tackling Solar Man first, no, actually Commando Man, because his weapon is kinda decent. It's, admittedly I don't think the weapons in this game are as good in Mega Man 9, but I think the unique level design makes up for it. even though it's not, like, the best in the series. I do enjoy the level design. It provides a lot of really unique and fun challenges. Commando Man's stage provides you with, like, an interesting sandstorm that you need to avoid. Well, you can take advantage of it when it goes forward, but whenever you need to, like, see where you are, there's a trick you can use for fighting the sandstorm. You can bring up Rush Coil, or Treble Boost, or Proto Coil, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Point is, you can bring that out, and that will mark you a safe position. And so that's worth keeping in mind. It's pretty easy if you pull that trick, but you can also ride the sandstorm using Rush Jet, Treble Boost, or Proto Jet. I ain't got Treble Boost or whatnot, but one thing that you do get in this game is the Quick Select. Yep, the Quick Select is back, and that's awesome! Unfortunately, you still can't shoot your Mega Buster with any weapon, which is unfortunate, but whatever.
Time Paradox!
But if we took the other way, and so let's do just that. I'm playing as Bass this time, and here's the secret with this LP. I'm actually going to be playing as all three characters, but with the magic of editing, I'm going to make it appear as though I'm switching between them, even though I'm actually not. Like, basically, when you pick a character, you're stuck with that character for the entire game. You can't switch between them. But still, I'm going to be showing off all of them, and first up is Bass, because I mean, I'm going to be playing through all of these stages as all three characters anyway, so I may as well show off the alternate routes. And yeah, that's one thing that this game brought back, alternate routes! We haven't seen these since, like, what was it, Mega Man 7? I miss them. They really brought some life into the game. But anyway, here we are back on the main path as Mega Man. So, we'll be seeing more of Bass later on in the video because, like, we'll be taking out Pump Man as Bass. He's gonna be my third Robot Master. And, so, one thing that I should mention about Bass is that he can fire in 7 directions except for directly down. That makes this game a joke at points, but it's more than that. He has rapid fire, so, like, I wasn't just pushing the button really quickly, which, as I've said before, I'm not using auto fire or anything like that, any features that the Legacy Collection version provides, not checkpoint saves either. And, so if I shoot really fast, well, except for when I'm Bass, that's because I'm just that quick at firing. Guess it's all these years of practice, but anyway, as I was saying, Bass has auto fire, and that also makes a lot of enemies a joke, and a lot of challenges. But wait, there's more, because he also has Treble Boost instead of Rush Coil or Proto Coil and Rush Jet or Proto Jet. He instead just gets one, but it's a jetpack. His Treble Boost allows him to fly and shoot in 3 directions. He can also dash, which is gonna come in handy in a few places, but yeah, he almost breaks the game. And now we're going to be fighting Commando Man, and is it weird that I think Commando Man is actually easier on hard mode than he is on normal mode? like, the game as a whole, of course, I don't think is harder on hard mode, is easier on hard mode, that is. But, weirdly, I seem to think that Commando Man is kind of easier on hard mode, because his extra attack is where he jumps up, slams the ground, and creates a shockwave forward. Except that he's stuck in place, and you jump over it, and you can get a bunch of free hits in. And I find it fairly easy to dodge, too, so I find him weirdly easier on hard mode. Again, the game as a whole is not easier on hard mode, but this one boss fight is oddly easier, I find. But, still, he's not too hard, I must say. And, next up will be Blade Man, but, see, I haven't really, like, I know I skimmed over Proto Man in Mega Man 9, and that's because I was kind of saving Proto Man for Mega Man 10, because, like, since I'm going to be playing through the game as Proto Man, I'm going to show off some things that, like, he can do. Like, his Proto Shield allows him to deflect a lot of enemy projectiles, or in the case of things like missiles, just block them. And I didn't really cover him in Mega Man 9 because, let's be real, Mega Man 9 was not designed for Proto Man in mind. Like, they did not think it through with how his design and limitations would affect stages, but I can't say the same thing about this game. This game feels like his advantages actually do come in handy in a few places, although, like, to be clear, his advantages and disadvantages are that, one, he takes more double damage and double the knockback. I mean, he also can't buy certain items from the shop as well, because, you know, way to add insult to injury. Like, seriously, why do you think that, like, these are enough to warrant these disadvantages? Mega Man never had these disadvantages, even when he got the Proto Shield in Mega Man 7. So why do they think that these disadvantages are things that should be implemented here? But with that said, it does seem like his limitations were considered, and it seems like the Proto Shield also blocks more projectiles in this game than it does in Mega Man 9, so yeah, that's definitely something that comes in handy. It's going to make Blade Man a complete joke, actually. On hard mode, mind you. I'm playing as on hard mode with all three characters. And, Proto Man can also slide and charge his shot like Mega Man used to be able to. And, of course, just like in Mega Man 9, Mega Man lacks the ability to charge his shot or slide. That's kinda lame, but still, Proto Man is kinda fun to play as. In this game, it feels like the game was actually built with him in mind, partly. I mean, it still makes some parts completely terrible and annoying because, like, especially on hard mode, because his limitations just make this game kind of annoying. And, that double knockback certainly sucks. But, still, he does seem like he's well designed, like better in this game than in the previous one. And he also comes with the Proto Jet by default. Mega Man has to earn this, I believe, after beating 5 Robot Masters, just like in Mega Man 9. However, Proto Man has it from the start, just like Bass has the treble boost from the start. So that's one advantage, another advantage that he has. And And actually, like, I think most bosses as Proto Man are made noticeably harder because, like, again, they didn't really... limitations are kind of poorly thought out. Like, I don't like them, even though I do think that this game does accommodate for them and designed around his advantages and disadvantages a bit better than in Mega Man 9. With that said, he does still, like, really makes this game kind of annoying, but, like, there are at least some bosses. Well, I mean, I know Blade Man is definitely easier as Proto Man because his Proto Shield can block his blades that he throws at you. And that makes this fight go by quickly and ridiculously easily. But, yeah, that's Proto Man, and, I'm going to be covering some extra weapons in the extra video because the Robot Master weaknesses, the weapons they give you, I should say, are actually things that aren't the only weapons in the game, because there's some DLC that we'll be covering in the extra video. One thing I should say is that I've been practicing this game a lot on hard mode as Proto Man. Because it's like, if you can beat this game with very little problem with Proto Man on hard mode, then, well, the other characters should be a breeze, even on hard mode. But, let's fight Blade Man, and, because his Proto Shield can block his blades, it's noticeably easier. But, still, like, because I've been practicing, it's like, I have gotten ridiculously good at this game. And, with that out of the way, like, I just beat Blade Man without taking any hits. Because that Proto Shield is pretty awesome, and I think it can deflect, well, I know it can deflect the shots from the Cookie Joes, or whatever they're called. And I don't think it could do that in Mega Man 9. But I'm not sure. And with that, we got the Triple Blade, which, may just be the best weapon in the entire game. Or at least, if you count the regular Robot Master weapons. And the thing with this game's weapons is that, like, they're good, but they take skill in order to use. Like, the Wheel Cutter can be great for speedruns, but it's really only good if you know how to use it well. And that's the thing, like, besides the Triple Blade, which doesn't take that much skill to wield effectively. It's really good because it's like it shoots 3 blades, and if 3 of them hit, then it counts as 3 separate hits all at once. And that is good, and it's not even, like, overpowered or anything. I mean, it is overpowered, but I mean, it's like... It's not even like it's weak. Like, it does a decent amount of damage, too. But, Pump Man stage can be kinda treacherous, so you'll want to watch out. And that's something you should worry about, like, with that said, though, like, I do think that, this game isn't, like, super hard. Like, on hard mode, it's probably the hardest in the series, but I still don't think that this game is, like, one of the hardest games of all time. Like, I don't think any game in this series, at least the ones that I've played, are some of the hardest games of all time. At least not any games that are well designed. We may get to that one day, but still. With that out of the way, the reason I've been practicing this on hard mode is because, like, I've been, like, wanting to play through this on hard mode. Go figure. But, yeah, I am like Goku when he received his, like, new form. So it's like I've become Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which I still think is a stupid name for a transformation. The stupidest name I have ever heard for any transformation. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. That's just stupid. But, one thing that Bass's Bass Buster can do is that it can actually shoot the shields off of the Sentinel Joes. No, actually, I think they're called Audacity Joes. But I don't know. Whatever they're called, it can knock the shields off of them, and that can make them a complete joke, because then it just takes a few hits and they're dead. But Pump Man is not to be underestimated, because believe me, he has an attack on hard mode. Well, I mean, he's not to be underestimated on hard mode. That's what I mean to say. Is, like, on hard mode, he has an attack that, like, can shave off 1/3 of your health in one hit. I'm serious. And as Proto Man, that attack can, like, shave off half of your health, because he takes double damage. Like, seriously, like, he throws the handle on his head, and, it's kind of a stupid design, but...
Time paradox!
Anyway, here's, Proto Man's, route. Well, the alternate route, which I'm doing as Proto Man. But, as you can see, it's underwater, and it has an interesting gimmick. Basically, the water actually slowly moves you in a certain direction. And you can actually use that to get some good distance when it's when it's like moving forward. And so that can definitely come in handy for like progressing. But the eyeball things that move along the walls, yeah, we haven't seen these guys since the first Mega Man game. They're back. It's like, wasn't expecting to see them back. Like, it's so weird to see a reference to the original Mega Man game in, like, a modern... Well, actually, it's not that surprising, but it's still kinda neat. You can get caught in the bubbles, and when that happens, you can shoot them to get out. If you touch spikes in a bubble, then that counts as an insta-kill. These guys move very fast in hard mode, but in easy and normal mode they move a lot slower. And hard mode, I think, does give you like a lot of goodies, like a lot of pickups. And I don't think superhero mode like gave you any pickups for like any of these things. Like, I don't think there were any E-tanks in superhero mode in Mega Man 9. But I don't know. I mean, it could be that they are there, but... Anyway, here we are back on the normal route as Bass. And, thank goodness I'm playing as Bass, because, like, his rapid fire does make short work of his shield. And, he's very tricky on hard mode, but the good news is that his attack that drains half of your health, or a third, that is only on hard mode, that's relatively easy to dodge. Like, you just need to, like, pay attention to when he lands after firing his shield, and then sort of just, like, jump in tune with it. And if you're careful, then he shouldn't be too much of a problem. But again, you don't want to underestimate him. That is a fatal mistake that you can make. And as you can see, like, he's not one to, take lightly. But the water shield that he gives you, even though, like, I think his design is pretty stupid and lame, is the third best shield in the classic series, in my opinion. But that will do it for this episode. This is the Mississippi King signing out, and in the next episode, we'll take on the remaining Robot Masters, or at least most of them. So see y'all then.